Hey guys, my name is Tana and welcome to my channel. Today we are reviewing the Toyota Veloz. Now if you are looking at this video, by now you already are wondering, well, isn't this the Alza? Yes, the Veloz is the Alza, Alza is the Veloz. They are actually twin at birth, joined at the hip, but at different price points. The question is the Veloz worth the extra 20,000 ringgit? Well, stay tuned and I'm pretty sure you'll find out the answer soon. Let's get started. So, a quick overview, the Veloz. Well, same engine as the Alza. The engine is a bit underwhelming. It comes with a DCVT gearbox, which means that the first gear is direct and everything else is through its virtual gears through the CVT belt. But you know what? Yes, it's underpowered. Yes, it feels a bit laggy. Yes, the whine is there. But do I think it's sufficient? Well, on high speeds, it is fine because the gear does seem to ease out after a while. The initial pull, you do feel that kind of a bit of a sluggish pull to it. Design wise, back, some chrome bits there. The car is quite spacious. Let me get inside. Inside entry is keyless. Amazingly enough, the key for this car has to lock, unlock. I was trying to find the unlock button on the key itself. It's the key there, and there is a button for unlock but not for lock. I think it's, or maybe it is the same button for lock and unlock. Oh, there we are, I was wrong. Okay, so only one button there. And inside, well, the interior is what you'll get from Toyota. Is very well placed out. I love the fact you got these big pockets like what you get in the Pro Duas. It's basically a chiller for your drinks. Compartment wise, love the color. The white and the grey is quite nice. Black, bottom is black. I think the top is a bit greyish. From here you can see that. The screen is almost like an add-on thing, like what they do with all the Toyotas. It's not really linked to the car itself. Down here you've got your start-stop, your AC control, and a key charger. Now very quickly, I want to go to things I don't like about the car. Yes, let's get it out of the way. What I don't like about the car, and with the Alza even. Haven't driven the Alza yet. Let me tell you what I don't like about the design of this Veloz or Alza. Okay, number one is this. There's a control here for the AC for the back. Oh, not the AC. It's more of the volume of air for the back. Fantastic for the rear passengers because why? I think they can easily get to above their head. But the issue is this: if I'm a dad, which I am, okay, and I sit in front, I cannot get to the knob. No way I can get to the knob, and it's get quite loud there. The only way to get there is, hold on, I still can't get to the back. So that is a design flaw if you ask me. I've seen cars which have the controls on the top there, like my Everest. It's a bit further up. If I reach to the back, it should be somewhere around here and not to the back of that piece there. That's one thing I don't like about the design in the Veloz. The next bit about the Veloz that I don't really like is the start-stop here. Start stops are fantastic, guys. They are fantastic things to have in the car because it's easy. The key is in the pocket. Just press a button and you're on the go. But the problem with this car is this: if you are driving, okay, most start stop, if you're driving, the car's moving along, when you press the start stop, it does nothing because the car's moving. On the Veloz, I've tried it, guys. If you are driving and the car's moving, if you happen to be pressing just a little bit on the brake, and someone presses that button, the car comes to a total stop and you cannot start the car back up. Yes, and I got to go to a slow kind of reduced speed until the car stops Now put it back to P and start. The car will not start unless you put to P. So yeah, I think that's a big design flaw, you know. Why? And the third thing I don't quite like about the Veloz or the Alza, I think, is this thing over here. So you've got your USB thing right about here. Okay, now you spend money putting a wireless key charging spot over here. You spend money by putting a pocket there, but there is no USB port in there or down here. I see one down there. It's for charging. Okay, and what that means is, my dear friends, to put in your Android system, and you must put Android, because why? It doesn't come with its own navigation system. It's only Android CarPlay. Your wire must hang from there to here to somewhere here, and maybe inside there. So that USB port needs to be somewhere around here or inside or there. And that's pretty much the three things I can find that's a fault with the Veloz. Other than that, I can live with the CVT gearbox. I can live with the power that's a bit low. Those three things just irks me. Now let's get to the bottom of why this car cost 20,000 ringgit more. The front, as you saw earlier, is different. It's got this nice big shield, looks masculine, looks bulky, gives it a more kind of a rugged feel to it. I could believe with that. It also has got this. Yes, it has got this fancy kind of buttons, and I think that makes it look more premium. You can control your navigation, sorry, your cruise control, not cruise control, your dynamic cruise, active cruise, what you call it. You know, it has your things like you can off and on your automatic braking system. I think even Alza comes with that. So a bit more buttons over there, but I think the Alza comes with reduced buttons. So that's what's different about this. So 1, 2, and number 3, you have this, the badge. So these three things put together, is it worth paying 20k more for this? I haven't driven the Alza yet. So far I see both cars look similar, height looks similar, but I'm sure there's a bit of nuances in terms of variation of build quality. Even this Veloz here, let me show you this part over here. Okay, this is Toyota build quality. Look at the gap there. So I'm not saying that it's poor, I mean it's strong, but it feels very much like a Pro Duo. It feels very much like a Pro Duo and nothing special about it, you know. So if you think that by paying extra money you get something way more luxurious, yes, you do get small little finishing. I'm sure this piece over here is there, which is not on the Alza. I think 20k or $15,000, if it was that closer, is fine to pay. But on a 75,000 ringgit car, being the Alza, the Veloz, it just makes the Alza such a very good deal to buy. You know, the Alza now seems to be a very good deal to get to, and you can do your own mods or adding in what you call leather seats. You can do all those things for a very cheap price in Malaysia. So it becomes hard to sell the Veloz. But said that, I can understand why they'll buy the Veloz, because 20,000 ringgit you put into your loan, it won't cost much extra, and you get a Toyota brand name with it. You get this a little bit features that is different, the looks of it. You get the badging, you got those obviously the cruise control, all the safety equipments, you know, a little bit of extras here and there. Will I pay for it? Hard sell, because it's me. Will people actually buy it and pay for the extra? I think they might. So yeah, it's not here nor there, but overall I'm quite pleased. Come to car and testing. Now people normally test the cars going to 2K runs. This is not meant for 2K runs. It's meant for bringing your kids to school, which I did myself. I actually brought to school with my kids, and they quite enjoy the experience because it's quite spacious, but they say the back seat is quite hard. So they weren't happy with the fact that it got hard seats. The seats are quite harsh. If you go to the back seat there, let me show you. They're actually quite firm. They're quite firm. and the seat, even this can be reclined, they weren't as comfortable. I'm not sure why. Maybe the foam itself. On the side, you got this like a fake leather. In the middle, you've got this kind of fabric seats, and these kind of pull down to give you. They come down. Trust me, I did it before. One pull with this. Okay, so yeah, that's your armrest, and the back seat is sufficient enough. Sufficient is the word I use. Up in the back, you've got again sufficient space. Overall, not a car that you'll go like over, but you know what? At the price point below 100k, if you need 7 seaters, maybe you consider this. Personally, my money is with Expander. I think Expander drove much better than this particular Veloz, but the Veloz makes the Alza seem like a bargain in comparison to what the Veloz is. But yeah, it's just me and my cheap attitudes. So hopefully it was informational. Hopefully it helped. Yeah, stay tuned, and we'll do the review of the Veloz and its driving shortly.